Psystorm, or is he just going to use that for Archons? It looks like he's just going to use it for Archons. Morphing in 4 High Templar. Is he going to immediately warp them into Archons? I don't know. Looks like he's going to... Oh, he's going to use them for feedback on all of the infestors.
Yeah, and here we go. We are going to have an engagement toward the center of the map. Observer over to see it. Good arc. Force field's going down now.
Neural Parasite on a lot of the
and here comes the drops. Oh, green acid everywhere as the veins go down, melting the supply to 142, but Cruncher warping in reinforcements. Colossi sort of exposed now, though. They don't have that critical gateway army. Neural Parasites going down on the 2 Colossi. So Colossi doing damage to each other, and it's just pandemonium here in the middle of the map as Vibe takes a supply lead, 154 to 112. Stalkers doing their best to go ahead and clean this up, and this will get cleaned up, but Vibe, already back up to 180 of 194, is going to have none of it, is going to capture the initiative of this match. What a phenomenal fight we just saw.
Yeah, that was a really, really good use of Neural Parasite from Vibe during that engagement. Looks like we're going to have some armies staring at each other. Cruncher Stalker's a little bit antsy, so they fire some warning shots off. Of course, the Roaches not going to have any of that. Going to chase them down, kill a lot of them. Cruncher warping in a lot more Stalkers here. He does have 2 Colossi out already. And those Roaches are going to die, but there are a lot more Roaches from Vibe running up to Cruncher's 4th base. They're going to have to turn around, and now they're going to try to engage the bulk of Cruncher's army. They're going to cause Cruncher to have to turn back, and now Vibe being a little bit sloppy with his units there, letting some of them go engage without the rest of them, and now he's going to have to pull back.
And this is what's tough. The turtling Protoss is very hard to deal with. Zerg having a problem with Turtle Protoss currently, but the Baneling drop, very effective. Infestor saving up some energy, great Neural Parasites.
Yeah, and I didn't see any feedbacks really get to go down from those High Templars, so a little bit of a waste for Cruncher. Unfortunately, not getting to use them. Here come 4 more High Templar. He's going to try to prevent any more of those crazy fungal growths from going down. Psystorm, about 85% of the way done as well, so he's going to be able to get some area of effect damage on those Roaches to couple with his Colossi, make them just that much better, and try to hold off the waves that are going to be coming. But Vibe is maxed out with a lot of money in the bank.
86 drones, actually 85 drones to 77 probes. 43 roachers on the field, and by roachers I mean roaches. Yeah, and Vibe loading up for what looks to be a roach drop.
Wow, and where's he going to go with that? Is he going to take it to the main, or is he going to go to the 4th? Cruncher, of course, has this observer there watching them, so he knows exactly what's up, he knows exactly where it's going. And this could turn out really bad for Vibe. Blinkstalker's getting over there, but a little bit premature with the blink, and Vibe's going to see that happen and say, well, I guess I'm just not going to go over there. Cruncher really missing a little bit of an opportunity there. But he's still going to defend against something that could have been really bad for him, so there is that.
Yeah, Vibe having a hard time sort of trying to carve in to Cruncher's bases or army.
Yeah, it's hard to engage. The Protoss is now maxed out. He's got 4 Colossi with that army, a bunch of High Templar, a bunch of Stalkers, 29 Stalkers there actually, and a really heavy Blink Stalker based army is hard to deal with. You need a lot of really good fungals, and it looks like Vibe just going to sack this base while he's morphing some Banelings. Doesn't have the ability to engage in here. Is he going to try to trap Cruncher in that narrow corridor, or what are we going to see out of Vibe? Is he just going to let it go for free? I think no, he's going to run his Roaches near. I don't know.
Vibe just sort of posturing right now.
And Cruncher's just free to walk in here, do whatever he wants to. Vibe doesn't have the units he wants in the places he wants to.
Big storms going down. Oh, those Roaches in a perfect clump. Were not in a good firing arc, so he was able to go ahead and focus some storms on them. And really, really doing damage right now to Vibe. What a seesaw battle, as you see now, blinking up into the natural of Vibe. Colossus count still at 4. Vibe in a little bit of trouble here. Could succumb to the weight of Cruncher. Yeah, Cruncher now over the top of Vibe. Vibe doing his best to produce any army he can at this point. And oh my gosh, so many Stalkers just pouring in with Archons, tanking a lot of that damage. And here we go, he's going to pour up into the main of Vibe. It would take a miracle, I think, at this point, for Vibe to make the comeback.
Yeah, just dumping his money into Mutalisks right now, actually, and I think Vibe knows it's over as well. There's no way those Mutas are going to be able to take out all of these Stalkers. Roaches and Zerglings trying to get it. There's the GG.
There's the GG. So we will have Complexity Gaming's Cruncher is going to advance, defeating a 6 Jacks Vibe.